and welcome to my tutorial on how to render objects in Blender. So in order to do that we need to create a scene. So how to do that, we press Shift and A and then Mesh Plane. It's not signed up in the middle, so just make sure it's there. Just makes things easier for you later on. And then you're going to press S just to scale this out, cover the whole grid. And then you're going to do the same thing again, Mesh A, Shift A, and then select Mesh and Plane, rotate on the Y axis by 90, and then bring it back. And I'll line that up, and then you're going to press S and W, so you scale it out on the Y axis, which is the straight across one, the horizontal one. And grab that on the Y axis, pressing G and Y, and then the same thing again, S and Y, like so. It's all lined up. Right, good. And then press Shift and D, and that will duplicate your object. And then you press OR and Z, and that will rotate it on the Z axis, which is the vertical axis, by 90 degrees. Like so. And there you have your two walls and a floor of your room. And then we're going to make a dining table and chairs here. By pressing Shift A to make a mesh and a plane. And that's the top of your table there. And then you're going to go in, zoom in, and then press Control R. And what it's basically going to do is it's going to make cuts onto your object. But first you need to press Tab to go into edit mode. So then press Tab to go into edit mode and press Control R. And then do it again. Do that for every side of your object, or in this case a table, but this will work with anything. Like so. And then you need to go into face selectors down here. Select this face here. Press E to extrude and bring it all the way down. And do that for all 4 corners of your table. Like so. That's your table done, and then we're going to make 2 chairs onto this as well. Makes a dining room table and chairs setup. Shift A again, and then scale that down to a proper, seat of a chair size. And just move it so that it's in a good place at the table. And then you're going to press Control and OR again. And do the same thing you did before. Just cutting out these corners. Like so. And then once that's done, and then select the faces. Yep. extrude it down. The difference of this one, you need to extrude this back one up. And that's your chair done. Then press B to box select. And then the size I didn't select, just press shift and right click them. Until all these sides are selected. Then Shift D to duplicate it, and then rotate it on the Z axis by pressing R and Z and rotate it by 90. And there's your scene. You could render it now, but what we're going to do is add in some textures into this and make it more realistic. So in order to do that, we need to change the scene editor from default to compositing, and change Blender Render to Cycles Render. And then select that wall. Go into Material tab, select New, and then you're going to select this little dot beside color, and select Image Texture, and open Tiles. And then once you have that done, go into Edit Mode, Mesh, UV Unwrap, and unwrap it. Now you're going to open the same material again, come out of Edit Mode into Object Mode, and render it, and there it is mapped onto the object. Do the same for all of these until you have it all done. Like so. Just keep going with this. Same procedure over and over again until you get it all done. It may take a bit of time, but it'll look a lot better this way. There it's mapped, the proper one that I wanted. I didn't want to use that wood texture, I was going to use that for the table and chair. And there is your scene done, but it's not rendered yet. In order to render it, go back into Solid View and then press F12, and there you have, there's your rendered scene. Hope you found this tutorial very helpful, and you're able to make your own render scenes in Blender. Thank you.